tonight against the Phoenix Mercury. Their winners, Kelsey and Mitchell. Ty Harris is starting in the place of Caitlin Boston. They are 3-0 with this lineup. With Phoenix, they are referee Mike Forsberg and our umpire Don Abazi. And we are the tip going to the Indiana Fever. They're coming off that game last night against the Sparks. Lost that one, a high-scoring affair again, 106-92. Got back to the Phoenix area about 2:30 in the morning. Mitchell gets the first look at it, and Copper tips it to herself. Contrast in pace between these two teams. The Fever play at the fastest pace here in the league. Phoenix is second slowest. Off the hands there of Bonner. Alyssa Thomas, who leads the league in assists, was trying to find her back door.
Different, as you talked about, she leads the league in assists, but she is a power forward. And so how you have to structure what you do defensively to handle her physicality and her vision, it's a rare combination to have both in a player.
I would even argue maybe one of the most, if not the most unique player here in the league, with her skill set to play 1 through 5 on both ends. And she rips down the rebound there. Boston with her first shot, can't hit it. Still looking for the first bucket for both of these teams, and again that goes off the hands of Copper. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. Nate Tibbetts, you talked about it, Kara. He was really frustrated. Felt like the team was trending to
get healthy, which I think is going to be great for them. You know, the time is now, though, to get back. As you see Harris hit that 3, that's a good start for Stephanie White and the Fever. Harris, the veteran, getting the start with Caitlin Clark out. They need to get production from some of their support players outside of Mitchell and Boston.
Ayayi, good take and move. I mentioned that she's been a nice spark, especially in the last 5 to 6 games. And Lexi Held have been a much-needed boost here in the starting lineup here for the Mercury. Copper will take it all the way right side, can't get it, no call, will play on. Mitchell surveying things. Oh, she split the difference, she can't put it away. Harris again, same spot, not the same result. She's going to be forced to kind of hit that shot. Been hitting below 30% from 3, though, as a starter this year. Ayayi for 3, she knocks it down. Got all 5 points here for Phoenix. Averaging about 15 points per game the last 5 games for Phoenix. Mitchell. That one rattles around from distance. Kelsey Mitchell, 5 straight 20-point games, averaging almost 27 points during that stretch. For Phoenix. Thomas back to Held. Bonner with the up fake, had Billings up in the air, steps it back for the baseline. She put up 8,000 career points in the last game. Was honored in the pregame in front of the home crowd. That is, puts her in rare air. Here's Held just with 3 seconds here on the shot clock. 2 seconds, 1 second. Held with the offhand. Had to toss it up in a shot clock violation. 3 turnovers early for the Mercury.
You know, I don't think there's any doubt, Lisa, that the path to Indiana's contention as Harris hits her second 3 is through their defensive end. I mean, for them to be a team that is either the last team standing or contending to be the last team standing, they're going to have to defend at a really high level. They go through periods in games they don't.
Yeah, mixed results on this road trip as a small sample size. They held Vegas to a season low for opponents, 68 points. And then, as I mentioned, gave up the 106 last night to the Sparks. Thomas leaking out. Man, that's like the 3rd time it's gone off some finger trip or a shoulder or an arm here for Phoenix. And 4 turnovers early for the Mercury.
About with Ty Harris is just being a veteran and getting her teams and executing in the half court, and that's why she wants to start her, why she wants her in that lineup, just to make sure they're organized.
And we got the first foul on Lexi Held, and the first team foul. Welcome everyone in who watched Atlanta take care of Seattle. This is our second game. Morgan Reagan with
head coach Nate Tibbetts about his messaging when approaching a game like this. He said, I know there's a lot of attention on this game, but we really haven't talked about all that stuff because we've moved on. We got enough stuff to worry about, and that's playing better basketball. Lisa?
Yeah, they got to figure out how to get back on the winning track. Both of these teams do, coming off of losses. Indiana Fever played last night against the Sparks and lost that one. Aaliyah Boston didn't play last night. She's back in the starting lineup and hits her three, and the threes are the only ways that Indiana has scored here so far. They have 5 of them.
Yeah, they've got quality looks, and that's something that has been talked about a ton, how Aaliyah Boston has added that three-point shot to the game, and even her quicker trigger than she had even a year ago. To be able to knock that down has opened up Indiana's offense.
Ayayi's been a force and continues to be. 7 of the first 9 points here for Phoenix.
Exploit the matchup, and she's come out playing really, really well.
The mix of boos and cheers with Sophie Cunningham checking in. Was drafted, of course, in 2019 with Phoenix, had played her entire, moved over to the Fever. Actually, last night was even dealing with some back spasms, did not look like herself. But Stephanie White telling us in the pregame she hoped that as much as 100% you could be at this point, she hopes that Sophie's doing a lot better here tonight than she was. Kelsey Mitchell, that's ridiculous. First 2 here for the Indiana Fever here tonight. (17-9) advantage. Monika Koa-Makani. Off the bench the last 3 games here, including tonight. She had been dealing with some hamstring injuries. Another strong take, draws the foul. Mitchell will get some free throws coming.
Yeah, the speed is just something. You can know that she wants to go left. You can understand all of that, but the quickness is something different.
Trying to stop her is a completely straight games, scoring in double figures. If she does it here tonight, she's well on her way, already with 5 points. She would tie Tamika Catchings with 37 straight. That's the most in Fever franchise history. Bonner shovels it over to Rochon. Rochon played against Chicago. She's been dealing with a left ankle injury. Both of these teams, and a lot of teams here in the league, dealing with players being in and out with injuries, illness. I mean, shoot, Nate Tibbetts even missed a couple of games ago, coaching because of illness. Bonner with the kickball. So the shot clock will reset to 14 seconds. This is during a stretch where Phoenix really has won 4 of its last 6. Fever come in on a 4-game road trip, and they're 1-1. Mitchell from mid-range makes it look so easy.
Oh, what a start for Indiana in this quarter. I mean, second night of a back-to-back, and you know it's a part of this league. You know that you're going to have it, but they look really, really sharp.
That's a long 2 for Copper. Yeah, the Fever LA after the game last night. Touchdown about 2:30 in the morning. Of course, back-to-backs now look a little bit different than back-to-backs in your day, Kara.
See, you know, the stuff we talked about earlier in the day, I wasn't expecting it to make air. That's all.
Want to share about your
to
Charlotte? What was it? Back-to-back?
Oh my gosh, we had a back-to-back. I think it was my rookie year. Charlotte. I'm sorry, Houston to Charlotte.
Right.
Houston to Charlotte. So you lose an hour too. So
you're flying commercial.
We're flying commercial out this morning. We got a little delayed, so we got in time for a quick nap and then time to play.
See, it's a good story. I just wanted the rest of America to be able to hear it.
I'm not soft. I didn't want people thinking, that I was complaining about it. I was still ready to play.
That's your projection now. That's your projection of the story. Mitchell's asking for a review on the foul call, but Stephanie White, she is going to give it to her. All right, so our first coach's challenge.
Couple seasons improved leaps and bounds, and she was already really good when she came into the league. And so you look at that growth and improvement, and you look at the score, and you're like, this is a team that can contend or should be able to contend for a long time.
Let's bring in Morgan Reagan with more on the 3.
Yeah, and it's a franchise first that 3 members of the Indiana Fever will start the 2026 WNBA All-Star Game. And I asked Boston about what it says about this team to have 3 All-Star starters. And she said, I think it's a blessing, honestly. I think it just just goes to show all the work that they put in, Kelsey and C. I mean, they work so hard, and so to see their work recognized, I mean, I love that for them, as Boston is also scoring a career-best 17 points per game.
They just all got to stay healthy, right, to entertain the fans. And out with the back injury. Even Johnson penetrating, gets her own miss. Wow, looky what I found. Where'd she come from?
Phoenix out of that timeout in their 2-3 zone. We've seen a lot more of that over the last few weeks from Phoenix defensively. They get the first shot that they want as Suarez hits the three. We'll see if they stay in it or they go back to man. No, they're staying in the zone here.
Suarez coming off the bench is a perfect 2 for 2. That includes a three-pointer. 5 points off the bench. Cunningham up fake drives. Goes right at Suarez to draw the foul. In that first quarter, Indiana started out cold. They were 1 for 6 in the first 3 minutes and 45 seconds, and they cleaned it up and didn't commit a turnover the rest of the quarter. And this is where we stand, a 1-point game, make it a 2-point game after the free throw from Cunningham. Oh, I touched down.
But I did too. I didn't understand. She was in the Phoenix airport, and you know, she plays in Indiana, and now they're booing her. What's up with that?
You know,
yeah.
Fans can be fickle, Kara. I don't know if you know that. Oh, in and out for Whitcomb. Sammy Whitcomb, 306 career three-pointers off the bench. She's tied with someone named Kara Lawson for the most in WNBA history.
So I should have been rooting for that to go out. Is that what you're saying?
Is that why you wanted it out?
No.
The Kara Lawson effect.
She'll get it soon.
Whitcomb off the hands there of Harris, draws the turnover. Phoenix's first since the first 4 minutes. Cunningham can't get it. Ayayi. And a good start. That's a long 2. Valerian Ayayi. A unique story. Like 11 years between her rookie year back in 2015 and returning to the league here this year. Nearly picked off. Fever keep it. Hall fires. She hits. Above 50% shooting from 3 tonight for the Fever.
Cunningham there. You understand as Nicole McConney went for it and then finds Hull in the corner. Indiana doing a terrific job beyond the arc. 7 for 13 in this first half from 3.
Ayayi to Suarez, splits the difference. Nice move, can't pay it off with the finish. Harris on the move, got the start at the point guard spot with no Caitlin Clark here tonight. Their numbers have been up, small sample size in 3 games as a starter. Shoulder shake there for Hull. Lexi Hull coming off a good scoring performance last night, 8 already. Well, McConney to Suarez, they're targeting her. Out to Whitcomb. Still can't get 307. Going McConney dancing a little pet. And she hits. 11 points already in 8. And she had missed 4 straight games with a left hamstring injury after she had started 9 straight. You can see the talent that she provides here for Phoenix. Whitcomb gets tied up on that screen. 6 seconds here to work with. And it'll be Phoenix basketball. Was pretty special for her.
You know, it is one of the more underrated careers in WNBA history. It's a Hall of Fame career. And you look at her longevity and how many different roles that she's played on winning teams. A champion, a winner, and someone that's had the discipline to play this long. It takes a lot of discipline, Lisa, to play this long and to continue to be productive at her age.
You talk about a 6th player, the starter, to a defensive person, to a 5 player that she's played here this year. Alyssa Thomas with the lay-in, and Morgan, AT, is someone who knows DeWanda Bonner probably the best. Paige Morgan. Paige Morgan. Morgan Reagan on line 1.
Hey, can you guys hear me now?
We got you plugged in.
There we go. Talk a little bit about DB, because you're right, AT was talking about her before the game, and she said, I think people forget that she is top of the league in scoring, 3rd player in WNBA to ever do that. Just super happy to be a part of her journey and see
sometimes it's easier said than done for some players.
Yeah, she said there was a shift change for her after having her twins. She said that's when I really, really had to lock in and understand, you know, each day what I have to give. And certainly, as she's gotten older, there's less practices for DB, you know, to make sure that she's fresh for games, and that's normal for a veteran at that stage of their career. It's not a lot of practices. She's kind of seen all the coverages, seen all the schemes, and it's about getting her body ready on game day.
And of course, the cold tub becomes her best friend. Mitchell, that's a long two. As she steps it back, it ends a 7-0 Mercury run. She held. Well, tosses it away. Harris on the move. Back to Billings. A 2-on-1. Fever connects. A couple of... The Fever led by as many as 12 here so far. Except led by just a bucket. Held the 4-year DePaul products. Kicks it out. Ayayi. In and out.
I thought that one was in.
Yeah, I did too. She did as well. Just her second miss. She's at 10 points. Back in the starting lineup again for Phoenix. She's getting tied up though with Billings. And Ayayi.
Their three-point shots. Anytime they've been able to, off of a turnover or missed shot, get some good pace going to the rim. It's been great for them.
Mitchell with the drive and kick. You know, it's their strength. They average the most points per game and the fastest pace here in the league. Nicole McConney not there, but Thomas with a cleanup job. 6 points. Johnson trying to use Boston as a screener. And in tree territory, puts it away. Copper, who hit a three-pointer from the corner there, hits another. Back-to-back looks for Kalia Copper. 8 points. She's a perfect 2 for 2 from 3. His last 2 coming in the last couple of possessions. Boy, Mitchell. And she's got shots in her repertoire. Copper, nothing but net. She's heating up a little bit too. Highlighted the 2 scoring guards at the top. Now we've seen a little back and forth between the 2. Oh, with the post entry pass to Boston, looking for a foul call for McConney. One-handed pass, Copper leaking out. And Phoenix running on the Fever. Last leap to 3, they take the 1-point advantage. Mitchell pulls up, short. Thomas to Bonner. Leans in. Trying to get a second look at it. It'll stay here. Mercury ball. The shot clock resets to 14.